Look, you guys are all in the bath. They're so hot. I feel you girls. Ugh. Hey you guys, I'm feeling better and finally back out in the garden, and I am mixing up some BT. This is a natural caterpillar killer, but what I am trying to kill is, of course, my nemesis, the squash vine borer. Now I have a video of all the different methods to kill squash vine borer and the squash, and I also have a video, same video, that tells you all the different squash varieties I grow. I don't try to grow normal squash and zucchini anymore. I have all these different varieties that have more of a solid stem and do much better against the squash vine borer. So I will put a card at the end of this video so you can check that out when you're done watching this video, and in the description to it I've got all the links for these varieties that I have. Alright, so I'm just mixing it up. I find it's easier to get a gallon of water just in a milk jug. So for me it's 4 teaspoons per gallon. And again, it's BT. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to catch that squash vine borer. Whoa! Shh. Ah, that's okay. I'll rinse it off. The squash vine borer is going to lay its egg, and then the worm is going to burrow into the plant, eat its way basically through the stem. And we're hoping that he will ingest some of this while eating its way into the stem and die a horrible, excruciating death.
Oh my.
My nemesis. I mean, it's hard to grow food with this. Oh,
I know, it's creepy watching them crawl everywhere.
Oh, you mean the squash bugs?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
yes.
This is a squash vine borer. Two totally different things. The squash vine borer is kind of a pretty orange moth, you know, in a sinister sort of way, and lays an egg at the base of the squash plant, and then the egg hatches and the little caterpillar thing, tiny, burrows into the stem and eats your plant from the inside out, and it just is dead one day. So it is my nemesis. Anyway, let's go out to the garden. Oh, I gotta put it in my sprayer. I wish I had a 1 gallon sprayer, but I do not, you guys. I gotta get one. But this will do for now. I can't put this off any longer. I'm already late. Because if you miss that stage where it burrows into the stem, then you have to inject the plant, the stem of the plant, like with a syringe from the feed store, so that you can get that poison into it. But this is organic, keep in mind. Okay, I said poison, but this is organic bacteria that is specific to types of caterpillars, which this is in that category. Whoop. So I'm spraying the bases of all my squash plants. And see, there's already some evidence of it down here. So I might have to do some surgery and make sure. But some of these squash plants that I grow have more of a solid stem, so you have a much better chance of see, it's really solid right there. Much better chance of them surviving. Okay, so let's spray all these. I'm going to spray a little bit up on the stem, because they can kind of go up. And just keep it sprayed every time it rains. Now you guys, I've been playing around with shade cloth, and I've ordered some big pieces of shade cloth, and I think you'll be interested in what I do with it. So that'll be probably Friday. I'll get those and I'll put them up. So definitely, if you can provide shade, start thinking of ways that you can provide shade for your plants, because they're just so stressed. It is a record heat this summer. So, let's give our plants every advantage. And of course, drip irrigation, I think, and mulch. drip irrigation, mulch, shade. Think those 3 things right now to give your plant that advantage it needs. Look, you guys, I just found the culprit in the stem. That is what you're looking for, kind of a grubby guy. Sometimes it can be very small. That is the squash vine borer in larvae stage. Die, die, die. Okay. And there can be more than one. I think there's just one here though that has done all this damage. And there's another one. Oh my goodness. And like I said, I'm trying some different varieties. So, okay, I doubt there's any more. So this variety seems to be doing really well. No sign of squash borer there. Very healthy stem. As does this variety. So some of these are new for me, so I'm going to see how they do before I link them up for you. But basically I just went to Baker's Creek Heirloom Seeds, and I looked for anything in the reviews that said squash vine borer resistant, and I thought, okay, I'll try it. Some of them I've done before and some are new to me. All right, I'm going to spray it down really good now that I've done a little surgery removing that. And then I'm going to mound up some compost or soil around it. Hopefully it'll start doing well now. Right down here is the squash vine borer eggs. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. The lighting might be bad, but just a tiny egg right there. That's our culprit. But I don't think it's bored in yet. And this is a very, very hard stem. Really hard, I can feel it. So this is going to make it a lot harder for the squash vine borer to get at and attack. All right, spray it down with BT. And again, mound it up around there. And put that shade cloth back on there. Meanwhile, look at all this food that's just growing like a weed all by itself. It can be put in smoothies. But I mean, in a survival situation, you could eat it with beans and rice. So we will be full. We might not be eating what we want to eat, but we'll be full and nourished. All right, I've got my Rempincante varieties over here, and they're looking really good. They get quite a bit of shade from these tomatoes, which will not be here much longer, I don't think. But let's spray it down. I have been sick, so I wish I had been out here earlier because I have lost a couple. I lost this one to the squash vine borer. I mean, almost. I did a surgery, got it out, and mounded it up, but I don't think it's gonna make it. We'll see. But I've got a few left. They're looking good. Let's look at this one. And this one's growing in this dandelion plant, and I think it likes it. Oh, it's looking good, you guys. Okay, I don't see any eggs or any, you kind of see a wood ash looking stuff, yellow stuff. No, that's not it. Okay, and again, really firm stem, not that hollow stem that we see in zucchini and squashes, you know, the normal zucchini and squashes that the normal people grow in different parts of the country that you're used to cooking with. That's not gonna happen in Texas. Give it up. Give it up. Go with an abnormal, weird varieties with a solid stem and fight the good fight, and that's how you get food. Glorious food. Guess what these glasses are for, you guys? Yep, in Dallas, Texas, it's time to take our cuttings to root for 4th of July tomato planting. Now, if you don't have tomatoes growing to cut off of to root new tomato plants for the 4th of July planting, that is okay. North Haven Gardens has got your back. In Dallas-Fort Worth area, they usually have fresh new tomato starts that you can go buy, all sorts of varieties, and you can get them and sink them in on Independence Day. For those of you who don't know, tomato time in Dallas-Fort Worth is over. Once the nighttime temperatures stop cooling off and they get to about 75, then your tomatoes will not set fruit. They might bloom some more, but they will not set fruit. So no more tomatoes. I know, I always have to tell people this. Every year I have to break the news to them that tomato time is over for them, at least until fall. So just give it up. Give it up, it's done. Pull them out, make room for something else. All right, so I'm looking for some nice, healthy branches. Oh, this is a good one. I'm gonna take that one. Okay, we don't want any spider mites on these tomato cuttings to nibble at them while they're waiting. So I'm gonna be kind of rough spray on them. Not that rough. Good, and I'm gonna, oh, my clippers are there. I'm gonna cut off anything that was gonna bloom because I don't want to make tomatoes, so I want to make roots. Because trust me, when it's this hot, they wouldn't have been making tomatoes anyway. Right. Oop. Okay, and in they go. Ready to root. Now for Sunrise Bumblebee. So I'm not going to obviously cut anything with tomatoes on it. I'm going to let the tomatoes that are on there ripen up. But if it's not got tomatoes on it, it is fair game. Oops. It's gonna be slim pickings for the Tasmanian chocolate. They're not looking as well. Well, I can get a few anyway. Okay, I was able to get a lot. Look, you guys, it's just a few days later and we already have roots. I hope you guys can see that. We already have roots there. This is the Carmen Carmelo. Seems to be rooting the best. I don't think I've gotten any roots on the Tasmanian chocolate yet. Oh, maybe a few. Maybe, yeah, there are a few right there. Awesome. And this is more Tasmanian chocolate. I don't see any on there, but oh yeah, there are some. Good. And the sunrise bumblebee is really rooting up well. So that's good. And I don't know about the Porter Improved. I don't see any roots on it yet. It's the one that came up all by itself. We'll see. So hopefully these babies will be ready for planting in the 4th of July. They're getting there. Okay, you guys, it's the moment of truth. It's time to open up the beehive. They've been in there 3 days with syrup on the back. I'll show you. And the syrup has been going down a little, so that's a good sign. All right, here we go. I'm just going to open up one of the corks because we want to leave a small entrance for them to guard so they don't get robbed out by a stronger hive. All right. I really hope they're okay in there. It's been so hot. I've been worried about them. It is so quiet. I don't know. There's a couple of bees buzzing around it. That could be because of the sugar syrup. I think I'm going to open it up and just give it a peek, but I don't want to disturb them too much. It's hard to know what to do. I don't see many bees. Okay, you guys, I investigated and I found all the bees. Let me see if I can show you, if you can see. They're all right around the feeding area. All clumped up there. Okay. And then there's also a bunch of them here on these first combs, so I'm assuming they're building some comb. I hope so anyway. So, I'll put this back. So I don't know what to think. I think it's a good sign. I would love to see bees coming and going from this opening. Maybe tomorrow. It is evening, so and it makes sense that they wouldn't really be coming and going because they're getting fed over here. So guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'm glad they're still in there though, and they're still healthy. I was really worrying about them in the heat. So that is good news. I can hear it buzzing in there. All right. So far so good. We'll see. They might decide to just leave tomorrow. And I might check tomorrow and just have it be empty. I don't know. We'll see. Please stay. Look at this, you guys. My son, Johnny, is here for the weekend, and he noticed my problem with my gate that I told you guys about. I said, he doesn't know this, but I said, if there's one thing I could change about my homestead, it would be this gate. I can hardly get in and out. It slows me down. I can't get the wheelbarrow in. And so he was like, we can't leave this way. So they are hard at work, him and Eli, fixing my one thing I would change about the homestead. Can you guys believe it?
And the reason we're using our hands is because our hands work way better.
Yeah, it's a little easier to get the small clumps with your hands.
Yeah. So right now we're just digging it out. Yes. Yay. Wow, you guys, this is amazing. So this was an old pool fence that someone gave me. They took down from around their pool. But it was a little short, as you can see. So I had an old pallet there that was falling down, but now we're gonna fix it up. Thank you, Johnny.
You're welcome.
Look at that, you guys. That looks so much better. Again, wish I'd had a before picture. I always forget, but that's okay. Trust me, it looks so much better. Boop, boop. And look at this, you guys. We're digging it up. If you missed the video when I explained that this is like a killer, this right here, tall people hit their heads on it. So if you're over 5'5", don't bother coming on my homestead because you're gonna run into that. So we're taking it down. We're trying anyway. We'll see. We're pretty determined. Right?
Yeah, we'll get it.
Team wiggling. So close.
Alright, we're gonna have to remove more dirt.
Okay.
That makes you kind of dizzy.
It makes you dizzy. I'm sorry.
Alright, let me get rid of some more dirt.
And if I get rid of this pole, you guys, then I can make the gates open out where the chickens won't be able to press.
We just dug out this trench.
That's true. We dug out the trench so we could open up the gates and we could get the screws out of there. So we can turn the gate around so it'll open to the outside because the outside won't keep building up with dirt. Anyway, that's the hope. Okay, let's do this. You guys, it's coming! We've almost got it out! We're exhausted.
Now I can wash off the stone.
Keep going, then we'll wash it off while I wiggle it. Okay. Mom, what I need you to do is grab that shovel,
Yeah.
put it on the bottom and pry it up. I'm
Okay.
gonna try and rotate it out on its side. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes. Okay, you can get rid of the water.
Okay. Come on. Want the water? No, come. You wanna come?
So heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah, my shovel's about to break.
Okay. Mom,
Yeah.
Take your shovel out.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's it holding?
Come stand on this for me.
Okay.
I'll help stand it.
I just need one person to stand where my foot is here. I'll pull this. You don't want to pull here because it's like I'm pulling this. Put all pressure right there, and I'll be up and you'll be down. Pretty close.
I'm holding it up.
Hold it.
Oh, sorry.
4 more slabs.
I'm trying to think of a way we can get good leverage on it. See if you can run it back and pull it and try and see if it'll be enough for me to rotate it out without slipping.
Okay. Ready, set, go. No. I can't budge it. I can't even budge it. It's so heavy. Go. Ah! I can't budge it. It's too heavy. Well, we got it up, you guys. It's too heavy to move it. Oh boy. Johnny's got a plan. This is my engineer mind at work. Okay.
What do we do with that rope thing over there?
Don't worry about it. I'll just mind my business.
Alright, okay, ready? Listen in parts? Yep.
Ready?
We're ready. 1, 2, 3, go. Woo! Woo! We got it up.
Hammer it on the end farther.
Woo!
You gotta hammer it. You gotta
Hammer what?
you gotta push the board in farther.
Oh,
Give it
gosh.
more leverage.
Hammered it. But Mom's sitting on
What if
it.
he hammered that thing?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there
Hammer
you go. You're doing good.
Keep going.
It's
Don't
going
stop.
further.
No, it's actually sinking down a little bit, but as long as we get that leverage, we'll be alright. Watch your
Okay.
fingers.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Good work, bud.
Good work.
Careful of Ma. Alright,
Doing
perfect.
good. Okay, that's
Stop
good.
there.
That's good.
Stop
That's
there.
good. That's good. It's gonna slip out.
Okay. We
Okay,
can't.
we need another one, right?
No. Yeah, we can use another one. Okay, Mom, you're gonna have to take yours. Is it resting on that or no?
Yeah, almost, but it needs to be. Need to hammer in a little bit more.
Okay.
So it can slip out.
Elijah, hammer that board towards me.
Hammer
Perfect, perfect. Alright, that's stationary. I'm gonna grab another board.
this. Okay. That's good.
Want me to hammer that one in?
This is our troublemaker. I'm trying to use this so that I can keep rolling it, and you guys are going to do most of the heavy lifting with this board. Gosh, that sucker's so freaking heavy.
Heavy. I think we're not going to leave it there until we get more manpower. We did good though, Johnny. We'll get more manpower. You and Hunter probably can get it out. Let's give up.
You don't think we can get it?
No, let's give up.
I don't like
It's
giving
not.
up.
Yeah,
I know I don't like giving up either.
No, we can do this.
Oh, it's not budging. All right, well,
Let me think a little more.
okay. No glasses anymore? Okay.
Not unless we're chipping concrete.
We're not trying, we tried busting it, but no. Okay, what do you want me to do?
What I was doing, Elijah stands on that, and you rotate it out. As soon as, if I've lifted it as far as I can, you were going to roll it out.
All right.
This is my super weight champion lift. Everybody ready?
You're gonna hurt your back.
I'm gonna break some world records here.
No, I
And
don't want
break
you to
your
hurt
back.
me. No, let's wait for your brothers. I don't want you to get hurt.
Come on.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Ready, Ma?
No, I don't want you to get
All right,
hurt.
on 3.
Oh, man.
1, 2, 3. Lovely, lovely. Looks excellent.
We did it! We did it!
Sweaty hug!
Wow. We got it out whole. Woo!
Told you we can do it.
Now all we have to do is fill up the hole so those skates can come out. It looks so good and open, you guys. Oh, that pole there. Awesome. I see a future where the wheelbarrow goes right through there into the chicken yard to get compost. Yes.
A normal day on the homestead. Got a lot of work done. What is that? Oh gosh. What is that? Oh no!